Hello, welcome to Should I Buy This Game? My name is Christine and we're home from GenCon. So in this video, I am going to show you everything I bought, the little things we got, all this fun stuff that we brought home with us from GenCon, our big GenCon haul. Now, before I went to GenCon, 1 to 2 weeks previously, I did receive a couple of my Kickstarter games that were at the show. So even though I didn't buy them there, I do have them. So I want to share those as well. And the first is Everdell Silver Frost. And so this was featured at the show. We did do a video while we were there, but I already do own it. So that is why I didn't buy it from the show. As well, I got the Railroad Tiles Complete Collection. This is another video we were able to shoot at the show, but I didn't buy it because I already owned it. Luckily, because it is very heavy, so we didn't have to carry it. So that was all really great. And not at the show, I don't think, but I also got a copy of this card game called The Cemetery with the Darkness Falls expansion pack. So I'd received that just before we left. Now, there were some games at the show that, well, first off, I ordered 2 games from my local game store. So Above and Below Haunted was at the show, and I've put in a pre-order through my game store for it. And then the game Spooktacular, I just got a notification that my local game store just got it back in stock. So I didn't get it at the show, but I will be receiving it this week. Now, there are some other games that were at the show that I didn't buy because I backed them on Kickstarter and I don't have them yet. And those would be A Place for All My Books, Twinkle Twinkle, The Yellow House, Cat and Wolf Days, Flock Together Expansion, Knitting Circle, Point Galaxy, Nature, and Holiday Hijinks. So I have been informed that hopefully I'll be receiving all of these games within the next couple of weeks. I know Nature I'm not getting till September. So that's that. So just keep that in mind that I will be receiving these games because I'd love to hear what games you're most excited to see. So I can prioritize the order that I play them and make videos to share with you. So with all that being said, let's get into what we actually got at the show. So I'm going to go from small to large. So here are some things we just sort of got through the show. So I got this pin at one of the booths for purchasing a game. I got this cute little Cheshire cat from Rolling in Wonderland for signing up for their Kickstarter. From purchasing Gloomies, it was sort of a blind package, but I got the purple pin. It was inside. I just put it there so you could see it a bit better, but I think you could also get a blue or a yellow. We got this little pin from doing a backer kit scavenger hunt by going to different booths. Up here, these little Let's Go to Japan wooden tokens were from AEG, had those machines with the little capsules, and you played a game to get a token. And so I then just wanted to get, there were different ones you could get, but I was focused on Let's Go to Japan. So I was able to get 4 of the different wooden pieces. And then Catan always does a little scavenger hunt where we were given ore and we had to find people with the other, like the bricks, the wood, the woolen stuff and the wheat. And once we had the collection of 5 that we had traded with people, we could go and cash it in and get a little Catan sheep pin as well. And then as well, we also got a lip balm. I didn't put it here though. So these are just some little items we got during the show. And now for a few cute things. This is a little Gloomies. At Ravensburger, they had a claw machine, and you got to play until you won, which was good because it took me a lot of times before I got this little guy. Then over at Asmodee, they also had a little claw machine for Happy Mochi, and Mark managed to get this one on his first try. I was not successful, but it's a little cute squish toy. And then over at kids table board games, KTBG. They had some little tie-in toys. So I got this little penguin, and he's really like smooshy. And so he's sort of just cute. And then you can just put him back to normal and mold him back and have him be. And then as part of capybaras, they had these capybaras, and they're all like squishy and tactile and really cute. There's so many like plushies and stuffed toys and all that at the show. It's insane that you could like spend so much money on plushes. But I just picked up a few little things along the way. I also got a couple sets of dice, and I don't play a lot of dice-based games, but I figure, say, when we're playing Grand Austria Hotel and there's so many dice in that game, instead of using their basic dice, I can have some fun dice to use. So I decided I would get a couple sets, so I thought those were really pretty. And now we're going to move into some cards. There was a Tea Garden promo little set. With some cards to add to the game. Then Inside Up Games was doing a little giveaway. One day was Perch, and then the next day was Earth, and then Perch, and then Earth. And so there's a couple tiles for playing Perch, and just some extra cards. This is for Perch as well, and then a couple little card sets for Earth. So they were giving those away. Then we did a Doomling scavenger hunt, and so we got the bonus cards, but because I cashed in mine one day and marked it another day, we got 2 different color variations of the card. And then we got some extra packs. This was part of the scavenger hunt. And then I also had bought a little token, first player token. They had a few to choose from, but I thought this one was cute. They're all cute. We also wanted to get the Lorcana special card for the convention. They had 3 cards they were giving out, but they were all based on if you signed up for an event, if you bought something, and something else. And so we had to buy some packs of Lorcana cards. So we just bought that so we'd be eligible to get the special card. And then we also got these 2 mini crimes, Trick or Treat and Like Cat and Mouse. And these are little cards. There's 10 cards, and as you go through them, you're trying to solve the crime. So we haven't tried them yet, but they just looked like something small and fun to try out. So moving into some small box games, I got Etiquette from Oink Games. This one's called Fakin. I wonder though if it's supposed to be like Fakin, but it's Fakin. I'm not exactly sure, but I know it's sort of I think it's a social deduction card game. So I can't wait to try that. Got Up or Down. We had posted a video of this one. It's a card game where you're trying to get your elevator to go up or down with the card numbers. I got Escape from the Moon, and this is a solo game that you're trying to escape from the moon before your oxygen runs out. I got 2 sets of the Boop kitten accessories, Noodle and Wiggle and Bert and Marnie. And you get a set of the kitties and cats. So you would trade these out when you're playing Boop. So instead of the gray and orange, even though I still went with that colorway, we got ones that a little more represent our cats, whereas Tulip is a tortie, so it's not quite her, but she can be grumpy. So we thought that would be appropriate. And with more Doomlings, the other ones we were given, these ones I actually bought. I got the Shadow Puppets expansion and the Legend of Enderus variety expansion. So I can't wait to add those into our game. I also got Logic and Lore, and I went with sort of the bundle with the playmat and the little wooden pieces. And I was also able to meet the designers, and they signed my box. This is a 2-player game, so I'm looking forward to trying this one. We'll move it out of the way. I picked up Meow Meow Dice. It's a little, it says, be a lovely cat and get a lot from the butler. The richest cat wins. And there's 16 cat dice, and that's what sold me on the game. I want to see these cat dice. I had picked this up at the game shop before the con. Good Games Publishing actually has a store just a couple of blocks away from the convention center, so we went over there. And I think this came out 1 or 2 years ago. It's Curses and Covens. So I thought I would get that. So IV Studios made 3 different card games. Graft is in the Tend world. Tend is going to be this huge roll and write, stamp and write, everything and write game that's going to be coming out, and I backed it on Kickstarter, but it's not out yet. So in the meantime, they put out this card drafting game. And I know it was part of they're trying to cover some of the tariff costs, so they made some smaller card drafting games to get some income to help cover tariffs. This is Gangs of Kyoto, and I think this might have come out last year, but I didn't have it, so I thought, of course, I should get it. And while we are on cats, why not get the Neko Syndicate as well? So we have 2 cat games to give a try. And then I was very excited to get Forest Shuffle Dartmoor, and I sent Mark there first to get this. It's a standalone game. And on Sunday when we were walking around, you could still buy it. So, you know, people say we only have a few copies. Sometimes it's true, and other times, every time you walk by, you see the game and say, why did I rush? But I'm very excited to get it. I really wanted it, and I can't wait to give it a try. This is the game Tailor Master, and this is a speed game. And each person, it's a 2-player game, has a pants and a shirt, and then a card is placed, and you have to find that pattern and place your item to match it and then hit the bell. And I don't normally like speed games. I'm not that good at them, but I just really like the concept of this game, so I wanted to get it. I got Chronologic Cusco 1450. We have the Paris edition and really enjoy playing it. So we thought we'd pick up the new one. This is the Above and Below Haunted Stretch Goals from Kickstarter. As I mentioned before, I ordered the Above and Below Haunted from my local store because it's actually cheaper for me to buy it here in Canada than to buy it in the States for American money. I save a lot more money if I buy it here. And I also got the ruby fish statue. I'll take it out of the package. It's sort of like a first player token. So you can see it's sort of cool. So we liked playing Above and Below, so we thought we would try the Haunted edition. And then I got the Peak Team Rangers. I've since learned it is a cooperative game for 1 to 5 players, and you're trying to move your way up the mountain. We do have a video of this. I think I've already posted. Well, I've posted all the videos. So if you want to find out more about it, you can check out the video. Arch Ravels had a few different expansion packs, so I got the Magic Socks, and then they had 3 different theme packs, so I went with the Cryptids. And this is a cute little game that I previously featured on the show. Next up, we have the Sims board game. This is a game that did sell out at the show. I managed to pick it up on the first day. I really don't know a lot about it. I didn't sit down to play or anything. But Gemma really likes playing The Sims online, and so I just thought we'd pick it up and see how it compares. And then we got the 2 Galaxy Trucker expansions. And so the funny story is that I signed up for an event to play Galaxy Trucker with the designer at GenCon. And typically when you sign up for an event, it says you don't need to know the rules, they'll teach you. But this event said it is good to have knowledge of the game, and I had 0 knowledge of the game. So last Saturday I went and I bought Galaxy Trucker, and Gemma and I played it like all week trying to you have to speed build about a ship, and I didn't know how intense our players sitting with us would be. So it ended up that we sat with one guy who's played since the very beginning and another young man that had never played before. So we fell in the middle, so we were okay. But since playing it, we've really enjoyed it. So I took the opportunity. I got Keep On Trucking because our local store is sold out of it. And then Do What? That's the new one. And this is what we played. And in this one, we played with the VIPs and then with the explosives, is the explosive cargo. So I'm excited to try all these. I know this one has some different ship designs, and Gemma's excited that we got them, and we'll probably this week pull it out and play a bit of it. So now I'm going to move into some of the bigger box games, and the first is Spectacular. And this actually came out like last year, but I've been waiting all year and my local store never got it in, so I decided just to buy it at the show. Next we have Guildlands, and this was another game we were able to play there with the designers, and they ended up signing my game. And if you watched our daily updates, I would have told you that this is one I played as the Wizard, which is supposed to be a hard guild because everybody plays as a different guild, and you're all scoring there's 6 guilds, and you're all trying to accomplish something different for your end scoring. So I might be doing one thing, somebody else is doing something else. They could mess up with what I'm trying to score for. And so I ended up scoring 30 points, which is, I was told, is quite a great score for any of the guilds, let alone the Wizard Guild. Now everybody at my table thinks, oh, they should have played as the Wizard Guild and they would have got so many points, but I don't think they'd be able to because, you know. The guy who played as the walls, the City Watch Guild, he had to just build some walls. He beat me because he had 2 more coins than me, but my base score was higher than his, so I take that as a win. But that's Guildlands. I got this game Gloomies. You saw earlier, I got the little stuffy and the little pin that went with it. It's an easier game to play, but they did inform me. I asked, there's supposed to be, you know, still strategy and thinking to the game. So I hope they didn't lead me astray and that it will be a fun little strategy puzzle game to try. And I got the game Biome. The designer signed it, and if you're interested in this game, the designer did the video with us explaining how the game is played. And it is, you're going to be building out your tableau with different animals and trying to achieve different things. So I'm excited to try this one. This one is Castle Raisers, and it's based on the 3 Little Pigs with the wolf, and you're trying to build up your area with some tiles to make it secure so the wolf can't come and blow down your castle. And you're also trying to send the wolf to your opponent's castle so they go and blow down theirs. And you can play competitive as well as a co-op or solo mode. And then we also got a little first player token for buying it at the show. So it's quite heavy, but it's so cute. Then I was able to get Koi, which I was very excited about. It's the same designers, I think, that did Bonsai. And you are layering up and building up a little koi pond. So I didn't see too much because this was set up more to play. So I couldn't really learn all the gameplay, but I think it's fairly simple to play. So I'm going to be popping that one open for sure this week. And then the last game I picked up, which was a surprise to me because I didn't know it would be there, was Grand Central Skyport, the deluxe edition. The designer Dan was there and did the video for us if you watched it, and he explained how the game is played. And so I'm excited about this one as well. I'll show you. I love the artwork. The artwork is by Andrew Bosley, and he has done many games, including Everdell. So that is what I got. So what I need from you now is, I hope you took notes, because I'd love to hear which games that I purchased or that I will be receiving that you're most excited about, so I can prioritize which games to play so I can get those videos up sooner for you. So I'd love for you to leave me a comment letting me know which of all these games I've talked about you are most excited to learn more about. And in the meantime, I thank you all for watching all our GenCon coverage, and we'll see you soon in the next video.